The OG, Albert Einstein, once said, "The mind that opens to a new idea never returns back to its original size." That's what happened to me after I experienced something that probably will only happen once in a lifetime. And the cool thing is I caught it on video too. What I'm alluding to, you'll find out. And by the end of this video, I want you to practice exactly what I did and see what kind of magic unfolds in your life. So let me explain what I'm referring and alluding to is this idea of manifestation. Now, this channel is more rooted in fate and philosophy than it is more so astrology and manifestation and all these other loose terms that people talk about. But after seeing what I saw, I'm convinced this stuff actually does work. So, the idea of manifestation, let me save you an hour plus of going down a YouTube rabbit hole of what manifestation is. I'm going to give you a quick explanation paired with an easy example, so that way you know exactly what it is and how to implement it. So manifestation, all it is living in alignment with your desired reality, detaching from any outcomes, and continuing to live in alignment until your desired reality catches up to you. Notice how I said your desired reality catches up to you. You don't catch up to the desired reality. You're actually living in the future, and the present moment catches up to you if you do it correctly. For example, if I wanted a beautiful garden in my backyard, I wouldn't just plant one seed or one plant and hope to have a garden. I would literally have to live in alignment with being a gardener. I would need to study everything a gardener does. I would need to buy all the tools a gardener has. I would need to practice gardening every day. And this thing about detachment we talk about in that definition of manifestation is I have to be willing to go 1, 2, 3 months, even beyond, without seeing any results. That's a whole detachment part, right? But eventually, after a year, I'd see a beautiful garden in my backyard. But had I stopped, had I become too attached to the outcome of seeing plants right away, I never would have seen the rewards of the garden. So, what's this garden in my life? And hopefully you're thinking of a garden in your life that you want to see. That could be anything, right? Dream job, dream partner, financial freedom, whatever it is that is your spiritual garden that you'd like to see. I did mine, for example. It's 3 things. The first thing was a trip to Italy. I actually am going to Italy next month, but I wanted to psych my brain into thinking this stuff is actually true so I could get the real thing I wanted. The second one was a Porsche 911. And while I'm writing these goals I have in my mind, I'm pretending that it's true. I'm believing it. I'm saying, I love my new Porsche 911. I love the way the cold start sounds when I turn it on, right? When I talked about Italy, I said, I could already taste the coffee. I'm already feeling it, hearing it, smelling it, tasting it, whatever it is. And then my real desired reality is to have a YouTube channel with over 500,000 subscribers that truly helps young men change their lives. And in my journal, I wrote, I have a YouTube channel with 500,000 subscribers that is truly changing the lives of young men. It's already done. I already made the impact. And I sat and I felt the sentiments rushing through me. And then it became very easy to live in alignment with that because I was already feeling the things necessary. So I asked myself, Austin, well, what would a YouTuber with 500,000 subscribers be doing right now? Well, he'd be recording a video. So that's exactly what I did. I turned on my camera, I went into my backyard, and I started shooting a video. And by the time I recorded it, it came out so well. I closed my camera and I already felt this spark inside me. I'm like, wait, I'm already doing the things that are in the desired reality I want. That means if I continue doing this, I'm not gonna pop off overnight, but eventually, come time, that reality is gonna catch up to me. So I didn't just stop there. I continued to live the rest of my day as if I was that YouTuber with 500,000 subscribers. So I go to the gym. My buddy asked me, he's like, hey, do you want to go to dinner later after this? I was like, honestly, man, like, not really. In my head, I'm thinking, do I really need to spend the money? I have food at home. I really don't need to be spending extra money. I'm trying to save right now. But then, again, I thought to myself, what would the YouTuber with 500,000 subscribers do, where he has abundance, doesn't have to worry about money, and can just enjoy his life? Well, I said he'd go to dinner with his friend and have a good time. So that's exactly what I did. And here's where the crazy part happened. So he picks me up. It's about 8 o'clock. And this is an important detail. He drives a Tesla. I'll tell you why that's important later. But we're driving and he says, hey bro, like, which route should we take? I'm like, dude, I'm hungry. Just get us there the fastest as you can. He's like, all right, cool. So as we're driving, the song Connect by Drake starts playing. And the title of that song is kind of alluding to what's about to happen. As that song is ending, we see something in the sky. I'm gonna show it to you so you can see it. That's why I mentioned he drive the Tesla. The Tesla footage actually captured this on camera. So we're driving and we look to the top left and we see this object flying through the sky. It's too low to be a plane. It's also too fast to be like anything else. It just mesmerized us. It flew by for about 4 seconds. And we didn't say anything until my friend looked at me. He was like, dude, was that a friggin' shooting star? I'm like, dude, I think it was. And then he joked. He said, you should make a wish. I'm like, what's yours? And I'm gonna put him on blast right now. He wished for his ex back. Pray for my friend, please. But when he asked me what I wished for, in my head, I already made the wish. It was Italy, it was the Porsche, it was YouTube with 500,000 subscribers. I already made the wish. I didn't need to wish in that moment. That was only just a sign that it's already on the way. And I thought about how freaking crazy that was, especially on the day it happened, was August 8th. It was the peak of the Lions Gate portal, which is still open during the time of this. So if this video makes it to you in time, I highly encourage you to go ahead and do your manifesting now and see what kind of magic unfolds once you start living in alignment. Because dude, had I not lived in alignment, had I done the thing I was gonna do and just like the routine mundane tasks I was gonna do that day, I never would have recorded that video. I never would have went to dinner with my friend where I saw that spiritual confirmation from the universe that my desires are already on the way. If you're somebody like me, wasn't necessarily open to this idea of manifestation, I hope this story and this idea has now resonated with you and has encouraged you to maybe give it a try. Give it a shot. I truly believe that some magic will unfold in your life. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day.